please. Okay, namaste.
There seems to be some noise in the
Some,
background.
Kalinath, your microphone is on. Can you please mute it? Yes, yes. Thank you. Done. Sound was coming. So everybody, welcome, and I'm delighted to see the interest, the sincere seekers here, and introduce you to Shiva. She and me both know each other, and we have been meditating. I have been guiding, practicing a lot of breathing exercises, also with mantras. And Shiva become more interested in mantra sadhana, and right now she is also practicing it. So let's listen to her. Let's see what comes out today.
Thank you, Swamiji. And I always, just for everybody, I always refer to him as Swamiji since I've known him since 2000. It's very difficult for me to call him anything else except Swamiji. So please bear with me when that's how I address him. Swamiji, should I begin with the question?
Yeah,
Is that
please, please, please.
So since I've been actively since about 8 months now, been practicing mantra upasana, and I've been chanting a couple of mantras related with Lord Shiva, my Ishta. I would really like to understand the in the krama, in the steps of sadhana, where does mantra sadhana fit in, and how have the mantras actually originated?
Good question. You know, as a sadhak, we categorize sadhak in many ways, like Patanjali also categorizing. Like some sadhaks are on anupaya, like they don't need any means. Like anything can become for them a means, like Zen kind. Or Guru can make anything as a device to wake them up or make them realize. It's called anuttara, like nothing beyond that. They have reached there. Below that, there are sadhakas like middle, and medium. Also, and below them are slow ones. Like Patanjali say, three kinds of slow ones, medium ones, and fast ones. Always say the horses, some horses can understand by the shadow of the whip, and some needs beating, and some after long beating doesn't move. And there are techniques also same way, like Buddhism categorizes the subtlest the technique calls highest. Like in Tantra, we take support of gross thing, like sensations of touch, sound, which our sense organs may involve with in meditation. We take the sense organ as a support for meditation. So when we take support for something, they say it's inferior. You are still taking support. And subtle support means superior, and no support at all, Mahamudra in Buddhism. Without any support, this is called highest, kind of. Without any support means everything is your support. 24-hour, you can make anything as your support for meditation. So everything means anuttara, like you don't need any special thing. But in order to begin, we need, like as a sadhak, if we are beginning on the path, so there's a time gap. The moment it's a time gap, there is a goal. to reach. There is a purpose of movement. So actions are meaningful and purposeful because the actions are synchronized to my direction of my life. I'm moving towards it, purifying itself. And also what? I'm beginning with his support to reach to a state of supportless. So I'm making a device to connect, to begin my journey, to realize that my deity is everywhere. You know, like Durga Saptapati, Abhinav Gupta say, Sakal Shabdamayi Kilipukam. Means for me, I can see you everywhere. I don't need some special place or something to worship you. So that is the ultimate goal of any sadhaka. A meditator begins with do's and don'ts, breathing this way, that way, starts meditation to reach to a state of where he doesn't need anything to depend on. Like depending on something. And in this, we have breath, most important. We have sound, we have eyes, we have nose, we have concept, we have our rational faculties. We are using everything. And sound is the easiest way. Vibration, the touch, the easiest way to meditate, to connect. And also to bring emotions in sound. In a simple sound, we can create many emotions. No? But like can be danger, can be admonishing, can be requesting, can be demanding. So a sound can convey our emotions. No? And at the same time, it has a scientific property to stop the mind. So bhavana, emotion and science, if we combine both together, the sound comes easiest to practice. As we know that our physical body and the next body is prana, pranic body. So pranic body is you can influence by breath, and same thing we can do by mantra chant. Both. Like we can create, if we breathe in a particular structure, our psychology will be different pattern. Same way, if we repeat the mantra, we can create our energy body. It's a kind of a firewall. Like I'm running a computer. And next is a firewall, which is controlling what should communicate with my computer and what should not. So the sound, in a way, if we create sound continuously, it also gives us a armor, a protection.
True.
Around it, and in a particular pattern. So nothing else is coming in, and we don't have to be conscious about. And this sound, each element which exists will have subtle properties. So sound, I am saying something to you. You are listening. We are involving sense organs. That is a level of sound. We call it battery. I'm using my sense organ. So I can choose to repeat a mantra. It doesn't matter big or small. Suppose I am chanting any mantra in Bakri, in words. So in words, it will affect immediately my physical apparatus also. It will, my lungs, my heart, my temperament. So Annamaya Kosh is also influenced when we use sound in mouth apparatus. But before I create a sound, there is a process going on in my mind. Before I'm speaking a word, there is a process going on. And through that process, it's coming to sound. So one apparatus here, sense organs. Another is processing. It may become words, it may not become words. That is it. It can be manifested, it may be manifested, it may not be manifested in matter. While if I am speaking the word, it's becoming a matter. If I remain silent on this topic, what I am speaking, so it can process in my mind, but I can stop. So there is no repercussion and there is no consequence and there is no effect. But when I'm using it, it's materializing it. It's like you're thinking to build a house. It doesn't matter, keep on thinking. But if you actually build it in the material form, with the concrete, it matters to many people, not only you. Same way when I'm speaking in bakery, it not only matters to you, it matters to many people. So a sadhana, mantra sadhana, which is involving mantras in sound, bakery, in pronunciation, it not only influencing you, it influencing directly to your environment. So I can think of my mantra like Rama. So I can keep on saying Rama, 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 Rama. If I keep on speaking, it will become concrete vibrations around. And also somebody listening to it, be influenced. But if I keep on thinking inside and watching the process by which a word Rama will be produced, watching the process inside and not speaking in words. So that is subtle, very subtle way. You need to meditate on the mantras. Now, if I want to go more subtle, before it's processing, there is a space more subtle where our visual and ear, like we have 5 organs, sense organs. So in bakery, I'm using lips, tongues, ear, all senses separately. Separate. While if I keep on thinking, these senses will start to report all together, making a meaning in my manas, where my manas, all the apparatus will report and manas will bring out that what is the process through a mantra is produced. So inside, we don't have environment like object, but inside we have what? Consciousness, ego, and mind. So how they are processing the mantra produced before, how much I consciousness is there, how much ego is there, how is mind working. So if we can meditate on this level, this is Madhyama. And going beyond it is when all the senses are one. Like intelligence creating ego, ego creating mind, and mind creating different sense organs and motor organs. So in mind, it will create report from all the organs, make apparatus inside, and from inside, my ego is involved while I am producing the mantra, how much I am conscious about it, how I am feeling about it, how it is processing. It's Madhyama, middle. Where mind becoming one. So here you will see the mantra and you will listen the mantra together. So seeing, because all apparatus becoming one. Sense organs are assimilating into ego. So that formation, you see that mind is assimilating into I consciousness. And there you see, oh, light and sound, the mantras are the same. And beyond that, This is Pashyanti. They are seeing that. And beyond that, we call it Paravak, the beyond sound.
Japa jap is part of that?
Ajpa Jap, like you say, hum, so you begin. People begin with Bakari first, then they go in Madhyama, and then in Madhyama they start to realize Ajpa Jap. Because they are not doing it, but they start to watch. And when breath, sound, all senses, it starts to become one. Then they say, oh, it's already happening. That's Soham. No? Ajapajya. And this is one way of seeing the mantras. There are different kinds of mantras, no? Like Pind mantra, like symbolic mantra, or Pranav mantra. Pranav means your name is called Shiva. So when I want to call you, I will call Shiva. And when I am calling Shiva or call, my all memory and personal experiences are involved with that. So when Vedic pranam, we say Om. So when I am saying Om, my all the experiences of the beyond, the spiritual experiences are aligned. I'm giving a name to the God. I'm calling it Om, singing it. Or Tantric pranam, we call it Hrim. Hrim. Instead of Om, we begin with Hrim. Not like this. Hrim, ka, a, hila, Hrim. Hasa, ka, hala, Hrim. Sakala, Hrim. That Hadi Vidya means we are beginning with Ha. And one begins
we're beginning with?
Two ways. Ha. We are emphasizing Ha. Another is full emphasizing on Ka. So these are the seed mantras. Seed means there's the pattern, we weave, we nourish, and it will become plant, flower, fruit, and again become the seed. But this Om and Hrim is a symbolic mantra. Like we are calling God with Om, we are calling Shakti with Hrim. So the same like I'm calling your name. But while I'm calling your name, I can put my emotions, bhavana. That determines your response. The way I call your name, that decides what kind of response I am evoking in you. If I say, Shiva, you are great, you can do impossible possible, you are amazing. So now Shiva will be different and my expectations will change. No? And if you are so powerful, then I will also feel powerful in relation to you. So in what way you relate to your deity is your choice. And what kind of deity you want, for power, for knowledge, for money. So India evolved in this way, different patterns of channelizing the energy and materializing it. So wherever matter will be involved, the rituals will be in bakery, in concrete form. When materialization will not be involved, then it will be in Madhyama, like Patanjali Yoga Sutras. All the process since beginning till end is in Madhyama, not in bakery. He is not involving Patanjali, not telling anything how to relate with the world. He's telling how to relate with your ego, how to relate with your sense organs, but that is maximum. How to relate with your mind, but this is it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, we are relating with concrete world, matter. So rituals and audible mantras are used. Yes, please.
So the way of Tantra would be of manifestation, would be of power, would be of Vyakari. Would I be right in saying that? Because when we are relating with the world, we are relating with Shakti, no? The whole world is her. So then in that case, Tantra, and if we want to, when you're talking about using it, you're talking about prayoga in a manner of speaking. So if you're talking about that, does that mean that if you're doing Tantra sadhana, mantra sadhana is a part of, in Vyakri is Tantra sadhana. Am I correct in that understanding?
Please,
Sorry?
please, please, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So am I correct in this understanding? Then if you are doing Vyakri to begin with, it is a form of Tantra, and you are worshipping Shakti, even though you're doing a mantra of, say, Shiva or Bhairava, but
Yeah.
actually it is the path of the Shakta. It is the path of Tantra. Am I correct?
Okay, so, okay, not everybody should be confused. Let's begin, no? Like beginning.
Okay.
Like Param Shiva. Like we call
Yeah.
it, we have to call it one absolute Shiva. Suppose I am the Param Shiva, or you are the Param Shiva. To begin with, suppose I am the Param Shiva, or whoever I am, and I say I'm Shiva. Then what will be Shakti? So if I am Shiva, so if my I will start to exert, but with what?
With the Shakti.
With my own powers.
Correct. Correct.
So when I relate with my own powers, it's Shakti.
Yes.
So Shiva is relating with his own power, is Shakti. And through Shakti, it's getting to know I. Who am I? So when I want to know myself, we need to, Tantra is a prototype, no? We see Shiva and me as identically together, symbiosis. Like we are identically together. So if I want to understand myself, who am I? Okay, Jiva, and I have to become Shiva, even though. So when I say my I consciousness will relate with what? With my powers, what I can do, what I cannot do, what I can bring effect in the environment, what I cannot bring effect in the environment. That is my Shakti. So I cannot be separate. If I say myself, okay, I'm detaching myself, what I can do, what I cannot do, then I become important.
Yes.
I will become important.
Then you become Shava.
There is no potency in me. So if there is no potency in me, what kind of Shiva? You are a dead body.
So Shava,
You are a dead person.
Yes.
So that's how they cannot be separated. I cannot be separated with my own powers. Yes, I can be deluded about it. If I become deluded about it, you will say, oh, you are egoistic. You are ahankara. I may be deluded with but if I am not deluding myself, and if I am appropriately identifying myself with I, so my I consciousness will see my powers, what I can do, what I cannot do, what I can bring effect, what I cannot, what I can change, what I cannot. Param Shiva opening and closing the eyes, the universe is born and destroyed. In me, I can also do some small universe can be born and destroyed by my opening and closing the eyes too. I think of an idea and opening the eyes, this idea will open a universe. And I can discard the idea and close my eyes, and one universe is destroyed. I'm also doing the same. By mere opening of our eyelids and closing our eyelids, we are also creating and destroying universes.
Because
within
I am
ourselves,
Shiva. Because
within
I am
ourselves,
Shiva.
within ourselves, in a small form. In a small form. In ourselves, we also create a new universe with a new idea. We are creating a new universe. And we drop the idea, destroy the universe. So I and this Shakti are one. But still, there is a apprehension of some separation. Me and my powers, there is some distance has arising between me and my powers. If this will go more, then it becomes, I consciousness will be fully formed in me, and I realize, yes, I am. But there is a relation of this, like, except me. Then I am Sadashiva. So the Shiva,
below
this
Param
was
Shiva.
the Shiva and Shakti. Then this I comprehension becomes too strong in me, and I can recognize you, Shiva, Pavel, but not so much. I'm not involved so much, but I'm recognizing it. Then I am Sadashiva.
Yeah.
When I will start to manifest my powers and glory into the world, an effect will start to be shown into the world. I am Ishvara.
Yeah.
I am Ishvara, in which I am there, but my effects is manifesting, changing the world. I am Ishvara. And when I and this world will be fully balanced, neither I is too prominent, nor the world is too prominent. Equally balanced, this is pure knowledge.
Shuddha Vidya?
Shuddha Vidya. Then I am a state of my pure knowledge. Having this pure knowledge, now I will be bound, I will become a Purusha. A Purusha. So this is pure knowledge, but this pure knowledge will be limited. Limited means omniscient. So this will be limited. Knowledge will become limited. Omnipotent. No, that will become limited. Omnipresent. Limited. Niyati. No, this all will be limited. This limiting things, I will say, I am a Purusha. Now, I am descending from Ishwar, from Shuddha Vidya is also gone, and I become a Purusha. Kala, Rag, Vidya, Kal, and Niyati, time and destiny. So all this will be like my clothes. We call it clothes. So putting these clothes, limiting. The infinity will be limited. I become an identity, and I call I am a Purusha. And then I start to explore my own nature, Prakriti. In exploring the nature, when the world will begin, and then this, the first evolute, we call it intelligence. Intelligence will be born, and this intelligence will start to ascertain in my limitation. Who am I? What I can do, what I cannot do. No. Sometimes I think, oh, I can become prime minister. Then, no, are you mad? Intelligence will come. No, are you mad? Appropriating. No, what? Who am I? Appropriating. So my intelligence is involved in the limited sense, defining myself, appropriating my ego. It should not go out of balance. So this is the work of my intelligence. And then coming. So this area where you start to see yourself, this is Madhyama, no? When you start to see psychic ability. And then after, ego will be appropriated. Yes, I am a musician, guitarist. Then with guitar, I will proudly move into the stage, meet people, say, hello, I am a guitarist. Intelligence appropriated it. Then mind will develop. According to that, a guitarist mind will come to be born. And then with this mind, sense organs, motor organs, training will begin, and sense organs will develop. Descending order. Understanding. Shiva Shakti coming to down to earth. So when it comes, many sadhaka, they don't relate to the down to earth. They return back from the sense organs. They do not come to the matter of earth. And some sadhak comes to the last level, who wants to manifest it. So this mantra sadhana, which is in Vakhari, involved in rituals and affecting the environment, immediate environment, in real time and less time. While in mind, it will affect, but after long time.
Yeah. And even oneness with the deity can happen through this method, that you keep on even with Vyakari till you come to the Devata Sanidhya, that you come in the
Yeah, then,
presence.
yeah. So you created, like we created a deity that is symbolic, like Shankar. And we create a pind, Shivlinga. Shiva is, so this pinda we are symbolizing, like your photograph is pinned, no? Like your murti. So this is pinned mantra. Like Om, you can also say Om as a pinned mantra, because through Om we are remembering God. Rim also, through Rim we are remembering Shakti. No? This kind of. They are also one syllabus, but they are kind of a pinned mantra, like
So
symbols.
like a Bij mantra.
No, these mantras are different. Pinned mantras are like symbolic mantras,
Okay.
like Om. What Om? Through Om, you are symbolically, you are giving a name, like Shiva. Shiva is a symbol of you,
Hmm.
symbol of you, your name, calling your name. Or I can write and make a design or take your photograph. If I take your photograph, put it there, it's not Shiva, but it's still Shiva.
Right. And so
Symbolic,
similarly, yes, got it.
symbolically. So, and these mantras are of the deities itself.
Yes.
The deity itself will have a some syllabus of 50 letters, combination of few letters, one letters. That's called Bij mantra. Like Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Anga. These 50 letters we have, or 36, and vowels, no? 50 altogether. So it will have this one aksha, and combination of, could be 2, could be 3, could be 5, could be 7 in this.
Go.
So each deity will have a kind of syllabus of creed in their original causal form,
Yes, the Karana Sharira, the cause and
Karan
form.
Sharira. So each person, Karan Sharira has like Aadhaar number, like your Karan Sharira will have few seed mantras, a combination of seven. Seven seed mantras combining together your Karan Sharira, your pattern, your ID.
Each person, seven
Each person.
syllables, has a
Yeah.
7-syllable Karan Sharira.
Yeah.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's fascinating.
Yeah. Each
How do,
person has.
how do we find that out?
I don't know. I have no idea. I I gifted, so I saw it. I
Yeah.
experienced it.
You
So,
experience your own.
yeah.
That is
I
amazing.
initiated myself. You can initiate yourself. Like go out of your body
Mm.
and then enter with the same mantras in Prashanti mode in beyond form, and enter back again. So you can initiate sometimes in meditation. If it is very much intense, you can initiate yourself.
Okay. All right.
The
Yeah.
person can be initiated by one own self, like Raman Maharshi.
Okay.
Same thing
Okay.
happened. If your current sharira goes out of the body and then returns back in the body, so you witness a phenomena in Pashanti. You saw the mantra.
Correct.
You hear it, but you did not pronounce it. You saw it, you hear it, it touched you, everything happened, but no movement at all in your physical apparatus, in mind, intelligence, nothing moved. Nothing moved. So that is Karan Sharira. So if this returning back is called self-initiation.
Okay.
You don't need a guru after that. It itself become a guru.
Okay. I'm very far away from that. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that you experienced it, Swamiji.
Yeah. So this also possible in intense meditation of sadhana. That is Pashyanti. And beyond that is Paravak. Paravak is no words is spoken and everything understood. No movement is done and everything understood. Nobody is speaking and you understand everything.
Yeah.
No sound at all, but pure understanding.
So oneness with the thing, just oneness. And so because it is oneness, it is understood.
You can say oneness, but like, yes, oneness. But nothing, nobody is speaking, nobody listening. Impashanti is still, you are seeing the mantra, you are seeing it, you are experiencing it, it's resounding in your body, and you are listening. Everything is there, perceptions are there. But in Paravak, no. No sound at all. But when you come back, it's absolute clarity.
Okay.
Yeah. So here are different layers of sadhanas and people are doing it. But we begin with a deity, no? A small deity where you can relate, comprehend, and learn to talk, learn to relate. No? How much respect, how much love, how much faith, how much trust. This you can watch in concrete, very easy. And that's what. And you have its seed mantra or what your guru suggests to doing some in ritualistic form and in concrete form. That's where you start to relate with deity, bring your emotion into that, and you start to become one with the powers of your deity. So the power you assign to your deity, and your deity is, if it's small, then it is functional. Our deities could be noun, our deities could be pronoun, verb, and adverb.
Give me a concrete example.
Yeah. Like in India, we worship noun. Noun means your intelligence is awakened and it's enlightening the object directly. Shuddha Vidya. Then we say Shiva. When we are saying Shiva, we are directly producing a noun, a name. Or if we cannot comprehend the noun, but in an abstract form, then we say him in Christianity. He will teach, him will teach you. Him. We are using him. Or we are using that. So noun and pronoun, two culture. Then comes the verb and adverb. So adverb is full detail. Kriya Visheshan. Durga Saptasati.
Correct.
Full adverb. Katha, Ramcharit Manas. Kriya Visheshan. So the pattern of movement and description of these movements.
Got it.
Now decorating it. How he is moving, how he is sitting. So defining the movements and full story created. That is Kriya Visheshan. So deity also we make, if we make a small deity, then we define Kriya Visheshan. Like Krishna, one temple, Ranchhod Das. So his one act, adverb, verb not, adverb.
Got it.
So with one adverb, one temple, and if you worship that deity, that form of Krishna, then you are only harnessing that power. How to run away from battlefield, Kriya Visheshan. So that's how deity works.
Is it the same as Samputa? If you do, no, it will not be the same. Please go ahead.
No, Samput, that could be, we use it in different subject. In mantra chanting, we put Samput of deity on a smaller. But here I'm saying that people worship in India, it's a freedom. You can take an adverb as your deity. Not noun and not pronoun and not verb. You can choose even an adverb as your deity.
That's amazing. How beautiful.
Yeah. The whole syntax is worshipped in India, but adverb. So people like small Krishna, and he is doing naughty, stealing his butter and playing with the children. So they choose
That.
adverb. And what quality? Quality, innocence, childlike movements, even lying, but it's okay.
Mm.
So that quality, that adverb will be developed by the sadhak who made his deity like. Some deity choosing abstract pronoun, some noun, some verb, some adverb. In India, katha. Katha has been like this way. So sit and just narrate the story. Go in detail of adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives and adverbs to create emotion,
Mm.
to create bhavana,
Mm.
to relate in a particular adverb of the deity.
Mm.
So mantra sadhana, if you becoming, you can begin with noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, verb, and adverb. Usually people beginning noun and adjective.
So if you
This
do a
is like
nama mantra is a noun, correct?
noun, only noun,
Yeah.
only noun.
And you were saying usually people begin with either adjective or noun.
Usually, like in the temples, in the great scenario, if you see the middle class and large population doing yagya, homa, so they are connecting with adverbs. Like each deity has a particular function, and he cannot do anything else. He will do only that defined function. So if you want to effect in the material world at a particular manifestation, then this deity works. Adverb. Particularly designed function. And with mantra and yantra. So this is its sadhana of adverb.
So when you talk about making a mantra siddh, when you siddh a mantra, when a mantra is siddh, it means that you have chanted of the adverb or whatever so much that it is now you have
Just by
related.
remembering, it's present with its powers. Act. It's called siddh.
Just by remembering it, but that
displaying power.
But that whole process of making a mantra siddh is through a lot of what? A lot of chanting.
Chanting. It's creating a trance. You are defining a particular function. You are creating a pattern in your sight to channelize the energy in a particular way, and you can do only that thing, nothing else. So siddhis are, adverb siddhis are, if son is adept to do, he can only do this, nothing else. That's adverb. But in adjective noun, your area of influence will be more, much wider. Much wider.
Fascinating.
Yes, Pavel, please. We calculated with Pavel that there are 50 letters combined with 7 letters of causal body. How many humans can be born on this planet can be calculated, the maximum population of a human being.
We calculate 74 billion.
Wow.
74 billion.
74 billion.
The 74 billion different kinds of human beings.
Human species are possible in this apparatus, but we are.
Species
on this planet.
or species or individual?
Individuals. Human.
Humans. Yeah. Wow. 74 billion. Yeah.
I have a question that when you connect with mantra to your deity, how the energy flow? So you send some energy to the deity and receive some energy from the deity, or what is happening?
It depends on your relation power. You you may see it receiving, or you may see it becoming. Like some women in India, suddenly Durga Mata will come. So they become one and they start to play. So you can
Yes.
acting also. You can see Hanumana is supporting me and I'm fighting. Or you can become Hanumana and start fighting at the time. Role identification.
Okay. And there is a very popular thing which called channeling. Many people get connected to some deity or some spirit or some aliens and start channeling some information. And the most popular is this Shambhala White Brotherhood or
Channeling
something.
is not done power in this way. Suppose I'm using a lot of knowledge, which is my experience, and which may not be my experience sometimes. So if I am an initiate in the Kashmir Shaivism by Swami Lakshmanji, in his tradition, I am initiate. So what happens that in the psychic body, whatever Swami Lakshmanji has read, and if I am initiated and I'm accessing with oneness, then all the knowledge is mine.
Oh.
All the knowledge of my guru is mine. You need to access to that only. So there is, we call it channeling, but this is not channeling, just accessing.
Okay, it's like the same like Akasha reading or
Same like Akashic reading, yeah, same like Akashic reading.
And some shamans they also do, but they mainly they use it to answer the questions of the people. So some clients came, they go to trance, they get connected to this knowledge, and they channeling the answer, some kind of answer.
Yeah. I have also witnessed, but I will give you a concrete example of family constellation therapy.
Yeah, that's a very interesting.
Very interesting in this scenario of channeling, if you can see the family constellation therapy. So suppose we are 6 people here, and we will play the game if we are playing. So you become my grandfather or something like this, and somebody becomes anybody, and we just change the place, and suddenly even a small boy will start to behave, channel wisdom, everything like grandfather. Like, and same scenario we have been experimenting on mental blockage. Like there was a girl and there was a boy, they never seen each other, no? And girl was a kind of shy type, and boy was the same. So the therapist improvised the situation in a way. She said to the girl, look to this boy and just think he is your soulmate. And you will be amazed. This girl looked into the boys as the soulmate, and boy started to melt. And he started to have the same feeling. And changing the role. Like, let the same girl, let her become your mother, and you become the child. The same girl changing. And behaving exactly like his mother, but she is not even aware of. Using sentences. So our mind is connected.
Just one
What you think your knowledge, but I think my knowledge, actually none of them is the knowledge. And when it comes to genuine knowledge is not 100, it's one. Point of views are different. Buddha has its own point of view. Aurobindo will have its own point of view. Osho will have its own point of view and explanation of it and creating a system about it. But they are not 100. Patanjali will have its own system to explain it. So genuine knowledge is one. Explanation different. Even that explanation, like if somebody is disciple or initiate of Sankaracharya into this lineage, a person enters through that, his mind will get connected to this knowledge and start to speak, even use the slangs, even use the same error of sentences can be done by it. The mind is connected.
So it's connection on the level of our subtle bodies, the
This is
Anandamaya Kosh.
Usually we call channel. Another way we call channeling when I go beyond my intelligence.
Yeah.
Like Purusha is limited in seeing, limited in knowledge, limited, but I can go beyond my intelligence. Drop it. So when I go beyond my intelligence, then Parashakti will take over me. That this Shakti will start to play. This play we call spontaneous creative mood. That's fresh knowledge. That fresh knowledge is decided by the time, Kala, and Shakti altogether, whether this knowledge will descend on this planet or not. Whether it is time for this knowledge to descend over the humans or not. That's a different aspect, knowledge. Because once you go beyond yourself, you see, my God, why not these people should be provided this knowledge? Why they are living like an ignorant? But you cannot decide it. The car decides it. Howsoever you try, you cannot bring it, that knowledge. You cannot give it to the humans. So that's a different channeling, where only few people are needed to channel this knowledge, not so much. 5 maximum people are needed. 5 maximum, 5. To channel this knowledge, which is beyond intelligence, needed to descend on this planet Earth. This is time to descend of this knowledge. And also they are kind of playing with it, which knowledge to descend, not to descend, to give, not to give. So that is a different knowledge. So channelings are many and different. There are also channeling, not just the question answers, which people have relate to extra, like not this ethereal world, the souls of the people who are dead world. From there they connect. There is no channeling, there is just question answers. Like you can ask whether this thing will be done or not to be done, or my son will return home or not, and I will have children or not, or business. It's small things you can ask about, and the answers will be. Where the knowledge is concerned, Shuddha Vidya, pure knowledge, is beyond the intelligence. An individual goes beyond intelligence, and the other forces decides to send this knowledge through the person to the world. That is another channeling.
And these forces, they are in different dimension. I mean, it's a different level of being.
Yeah, there is a system which is like one mantra Maheshwar, like there is controlling system. Like one will control 100, 100 will control 1,000. There is a hierarchical controlling hierarchy, and there is a system. There is no abrupt. So mantras keeps on traveling from one person to another. And according to your sadhana, you get upgraded. Like if you do much sadhana, then you become Mantreshwar. And you keep on doing, then you become Mantra Maheshwar. Then under you will become 1,000 sadhaks who are practicing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's your becomes job guide. Like somebody, I am initiate, somebody meditating somewhere. And maybe in ethereal body, somewhere the connection will be made. If it is needed, then it will be connected.
So it is just so important that you continue to do your sadhana. And as you continue to do your sadhana in the deeper and more adept you get at it, or the more you sincerely you do it, the connections with whatever should be your next step will emerge, will
that's
come.
already waiting for you. They're already
Yeah.
looking after you.
Yeah.
Already looking after you, waiting. Like if you grow up to take responsibility, you take that responsibility. If your being grows up, then under you will be others, mantra people will be there. And this will be your job to support them into their sadhana.
Swamiji, can you talk to us a little bit about Mahakal?
Mahakal?
Because I know that, whatever I've heard is that, Mahakal you approach through meditation, not through mantra. Is that correct?
Mahakal is the final ring pass knot. Like one we call Yama, the Kal, time, which is killing us.
Yeah.
50, 60 years, 70 years, 100 years, somewhere this death, the time will come and kill us. This we call Yamraj, Yam. The job is to take the soul and transfer to another and do this. So this repetitive birth of death is defined by Kal, time. In the time span we are living, where 365 days in a year in this pattern. So here, the person, the force which will be doing this work will be called. But this is one dimension we are living, and this is infinitely nakshatras and suras. So it could be that we are dying and coming back to this planet. Suppose this planet is disturbed, then we all transfer to some other planet. But again, same, we will be dying and birth and life will be continue. But if at all you want to go beyond this and not to come back into this play at all, then Mahakal. Mahakal doesn't come to play the role at all. So then you start to function with the law of Mahakal, not with the law of call. Even you can capture this call and control over it and make a prisoner who is working as a lord of death in this world. So Kal Jai, no? By meditation, you can conquer over him. So he is not such a force to be afraid of for a meditator, the death god, which is working in this world. But Mahakal is the final decision, the pure witness. The pure witness where nothing a flaw can pass. And if it is there, you come back again. This is the final check of Mahakal. Like pure witness.
How does one approach that?
Pure witness. Pure witness.
Through sadhana.
Satya, Ahimsa, Brahmacharya. 5 precepts are there in a pure witness.
Can you say them, please?
Satya, Ahimsa, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. Precepts. Truth, non-violence, non-hoarding.
I can search for it.
Huh? Everybody should know at least this much. The 5 precepts of yoga.
This is 5 precepts of yoga or of Tantra.
It's everywhere, but this witness will have this quality, no?
Do we also have it in...
If we bring, we become
Kashmir
the same, no?
Yeah, of course. Kashmir Shaivism, yeah.
We will come in this sadhana. I will come to this precepts, Satya, Ahimsa, Aparigraha, Brahmacharya.
So 5 precepts are, got it down. Ahimsa, then prohibiting theft.
Acharya, yes. I
sexual misconduct.
This was not coming. Acharya, non-stealing. I mean, the witness itself has, basically it has truth. and pure truth. Means non-judgmental, like 0% judgmental, like completely non-judgmental. That's the sign of pure witness. Completely non-judgmental. No judgment at all. Like we cannot remain without taking a judgment.
No, we cannot.
No. And there is no judgment. Who you are, good or bad, but no judgments. That eyesight, that is Mahakal.
And Mahakal Bhairav is the same as Mahakal.
Yeah, Bhairav, when we call Bhairav, we can also denote this in a functional way, static way and dynamic way. So Bhairav we can more say in a dynamic way.
Mahakal Bhairav.
There is no judgment because the judgment is already made.
Marvin, I will talk about it. Let's in a very basic way, no, like sadhak ways, not like a very hi-fi practitioner. I will, when we talk about it in a very ordinary mind with ordinary psychology, this is amazing enlightenment point to understand what is judgment. And why it's all the scriptures emphasize that judge ye not, judge ye not, don't judge, don't judge. Why they are shouting about it? Same like don't come near to women. And same like don't judge, don't judge.
Yes.
Why they are so much afraid of judgment and women?
It's fascinating indeed. And
Yeah.
I think I have a glimpse.
Next episode, next I will bring it. Judgment. Let it new sutras come. Very good point. You will be enlightened. What is a judgment? And why it's prohibited in sadhana, in all the religion.
That is beautiful. And it is, one has to just keep reflecting on it, no? This is so powerful. Because we say it every time. You should not judge, you should not. But when you equate it with Mahakal to say that that is the space of
pure non-judgment.
Pure non-judgment.
Purest form of non-judgment.
That is, my God. And you feel so small because you're still so far away from that. And it's very, very humbling.
Yes, but the judgment is very, very popular in ordinary life.
That's true.
Yeah, but nobody does it right. Nobody does it right. But this good thing you said humility, because humility precedes grace. And honestly, through my own introspection, deeply you realize there is no judgment to do because the judgment is already made. If you really in the present, you see the judgment is already made, but what happens is we run away always from the truth because the truth will destroy us in our identity that we're playing because it's false, it's not, but we cannot bear the light. The truth is too much, it burns us, and it's too much.
Marvin comes to speak, nobody can stop him.
No, it's
unstoppable. I'm unstoppable today. So I'm done, and anybody is free, and my time is also over. We have little time, everyone to reflect, be specific, and ask some question. Kalinath from Agori Sampradaya, some enlightenment about mantra sadhana.
Right. I find this all very interesting to listen to you. I'm just a listener today. I don't know.
That's beautiful. Me too. I'm just a listener. I was just absorbing the vastness of Krishnaji's experience. I could not understand that much, but I was getting few things. And as he said the word osmosis, I was just trying to be present, try to dive deep, get whatever I can. So thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, Masuraj is here today. Would you like to say something, Masuraj?
Is that Masurya ji?
Sorry, sorry.
No.
Arey, Masurya ji, namaskar.
Namaste, namaste, namaste. I have just listened your concept, absorb, imbibing in my, and just visualizing. Wonderful, wonderful.
So we will be coming up, Mantra Sadhana Part 2. Shiva will come up. It was just an introduction, a stirring of your mind, opening a dimension of mantra and sound. It has like very vast dimension. You can come up. We talk very little and give a brief descriptions about.
It is so deep.
Categories.
Every time I am listening, it is opening up a new dimension. Really.
Swamiji, I just have to say thank you. It's been wonderful to start this whole process. And you have actually left me with more questions, more questions and more things to reflect upon, which is really wonderful because I think that's what makes you go deeper, is if the questions arise instead of just the answers. And I'm looking forward to the next one, which will be, I think, on the 9th.
Yeah, next we are taking this who is yogi and sannyasi definition, but not in a Patanjali way, but we go pure tantric Krishna, Lord
Okay.
Krishna. Yeah, very
Okay.
dynamic ego, the dynamic personality and ego. And this judgment, I would like to clear it, and it will blow your mind off. What do you really understand Mahakal, Kal, and judgment process?
So you will
Time.
record that because I'm traveling on that
All are
time.
recorded, all are recorded. My purpose is to bring everything together from different sadhaks and different perspectives, to bring everything at one place. Yes, so judgment, judge ye not. And let's understand with truth and why we miss the truth and judgment. Truth and judgment. A broad topic I give you, you can think about it. So 9th is yours then.
No, 2nd
9th.
is yours for this, and 9th we are continuing Mantra Sadhana. After that, I don't know.
Okay, send Mantra Sadhana, and then I will come 16. I will bring truth and judgment.
Oh, so what are you doing this time on the 2nd?
Second, we have who is the real yogi and sannyasi. Everybody interested about it.
Yeah. No, why don't you do on the 9th itself? Why don't you do? I mean, it's emerged from here. Why don't you do Mahakal and judgment on the 9th itself?
9th, judgment we are going, yes. 9th.
We can just do it because Mahakal just emerged, no, from mantra.
So we will put this judgment, okay?
Okay.
So let on be 9th because you bring mantra sadhana, no?
Yeah,
So,
mantras, yes, correct. And mantra sadhana has led us to a space of no mantra, no? When Mahakal.
okay, so let's see. So next to next, two
Or we can-
topics are decided.
We can talk and then decide. Yeah.
Next to next. For me, topic just appears when I see, oh, this one very important to demystify judgment. And a very ordinary way, not hi-fi way, but with a modern, normal psychology of Western psychology and ego formation through that.
Okay.
Going through that. So it remains useful in the world,
Okay.
not only in meditation.
then we can do mantra sadhana on the 9th. I'll continue with that, and we can do judgment after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
So nice coming and nice. I'm delighted. Just you should bring more people. I don't know people why they don't want to come, but we have the 6 people understanding each other. So namaste.
Namaste.
And everyone is welcome with specific questions at any topic, any day.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So nice to
Thank
meet you.
Namaste.
Namaste.